If you felt drawn to this reading, if you clicked on this reading, if this reading popped up for you like out of nowhere, I want to invite you to stay a while because I believe that there is a reason for everything. And I also believe that there is likely a message within this reading that Spirit wants you to hear. So get your snack, get some tea, get some water, get cozy, and let's hang out a while. My name is Elena, and I am so excited to have the honor to read for you today. I've already pulled the first 3 tarot, and let me just say, I'm really excited for you because we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles, and then the Page of Swords. Automatically, I know that your heart is in it. Like there is something about you being so connected to your heart and allowing your heart to guide you right now. But the other thing is I just feel like you are like, okay, this is my life. I am ready to do something. I'm ready to actually make something happen this time. To not just daydream about it, to actually bring it into the physical, allow it to materialize. But there's this energy around, I want to do it the right way, or I want to do it right this time. I just keep hearing that. It is very loud. And so I just have this feeling that you're crafting right now. There's a lot of curiosity that I feel from you, but in a deeper aspect of this is I also wonder, did you recently have just like a big epiphany or an aha moment about maybe it's your path, maybe it's your direction, maybe it's just you in general, right? Like redefining who you are, living your life by your terms and in full alignment. Like that's the other thing is just I get from you this need to be in alignment. And I could go like there's so much coming in and I'm just so excited for you. So automatically, I just feel like you need to know that you're right where you need to be, but also things are actually falling together. And that's because you're taking the right steps and you're being intentional right now, which is really important. But yeah, like what are we doing? Maybe you can let me know in the comments. Like, what are we like, I'm going to get it right this time. I am going to get it right this time. Whatever that is for you, I am curious to know what it is. But yeah, let's pull a little bit more on this to get some information. Again, I just feel like you're carving your path, being intentional, listening to your heart, and actually like, yeah, listening to your heart and actually doing the thing. Again, like I mentioned a little bit ago, instead of daydreaming about it, we're actually like, okay, no, how can I make this real? What do I need to do? What steps do I need to take? What actions do I need to take to actually make sure this is real? Introspection is here, yeah. Again, listening to yourself. I get the feeling too, curiosity, yeah. I get the feeling that you're like, when you wake up in the morning, maybe you used to like go right to your phone. Whereas now you're like, you know what? I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be present in the moment. There's just, maybe it's, have we created like a new morning routine, some kind of a structure as well, I'm hearing. I like this. Intuition. I think for those of you who are disconnecting, it is allowing you to connect deeper to your intuition and hear your intuition louder because you don't have like right when you wake up in the morning. It is so important. That is like the prime time. Okay, you just spent hours in the astral realms, okay? And so when we wake up in the morning, that's like, it's the prime time to be intentional with our day and to set our day up right because it helps with our mindset, right? If we're going right to our phone and we're seeing all the worst things in the world, it's like, oh my God, well, there's the filter for your day, right? Whereas if we're able to first wake up, be in our body, get acquainted to our body, set our intention, meditate, be still, connect, put our psychic protections on, you know, our shields, it can really shape our day better. You know what I mean? So maybe that could be a message for some of you if you haven't already switched up what you do in the morning. Maybe Spirit is asking you to like, hey, put the phone down in the morning. This is not the time for you to be on the phone. Be in your body. Be in the moment. Be present. There's also something about you seeing yourself differently, finally. I hear finally, like that's important for me to add. You are finally seeing yourself for how you are, like for who you are. The illusion is being pulled off. Like for some reason, specifically like looking at yourself in the mirror, you're actually seeing yourself. And it's not from like this vain place. It's just, oh my God, that's me. Look at me. Oh my gosh, it's like this profound sense of seeing yourself, but actually seeing yourself, not just as you, but this is a human being. And I'm this human being. And it's like a deeper care for yourself too. Also becoming your own best friend. I get the feeling that a lot of you for the longest time being alone or being in your own space it's difficult, right? Because it's like, yeah, you craved alone time, but also in that alone time, it was really difficult because it's like, what do I do with myself? You know, it was difficult to be alone with yourself. Whereas now you're starting to really have so much more fun with you. Again, like being your own best friend. Some of you, let me know in the comments too, if some of you are just like giggling at yourself more, like maybe you're talking to yourself or you say a joke and it's just like you're laughing and it's just so fun and you could just have the most fun alone in your own energy. And I love that for you so much because again, like maybe a part of this energy is like for the longest time, whenever you would try to do this thing that you're saying you're going to get it right this time, some of the reasons why it wouldn't move forward was because we would be daydreaming about it, yes, and we wouldn't be taking the steps necessary because the relationship towards yourself was not in alignment. There was almost this fighting yourself or self-sabotage in a lot of ways, whereas now we're moving into just more compassionate self-talk, and it's like you're rooting for yourself. The way that you are such a good friend to all of the people in your life, you're starting to become that good friend to yourself. And that's really important. Because what that means is you want good for you. You're starting to really, and it's not that of course we all want good for ourselves, right? But subconsciously, if we have these stories, if we have these blocks that limit us, that tell us that we aren't deserving of good things, or tell us that we're not good enough to try or to take a risk and step out of our comfort zone, then we're not ever going to do it. But now you're putting a lot of, I'm hearing systems in place, structures in place. You're redefining, again, the way that you see yourself, how you talk to yourself. And that's a big piece to this puzzle of why you will be getting it right this time. And it's funny because I'm saying it, like what is it? Let me know in the comments. I know it's going to be different for all of you, but I'm just really excited that you found this and that you're in this, oh look, see? Stop, I have chills, y'all. Take control of your own narrative. That's exactly what you're doing. It's exactly what we were just talking about. It's like, no, you're like, who am I? Who do I want to be? How do I want to be in this world? How do I want to move in this world? And you're doing it. 22, it could be a very significant number for some of you, seeing the number 22, 222. Maybe you're born on the 22nd. Spirit, what else? Take yourself out on a date. Y'all, the confirmation is so funny. Exactly. Like you're having so much fun in your own space and in your bubble. It's not that you're isolating yourself. It's like, you're like, no, I'm going to be in my energy. I'm going to figure myself out. I am not going to force myself in rooms or in spaces with people who are not supportive of my nervous system, who are not supportive of my journey, who are not supportive of the path that I'm building for myself right now. There's a lot of boundaries and a lot of protection around you and your energy. And it's coming from a really beautiful place. It's coming from such a beautiful place. What else, Spirit? Justice is coming. Yes. Justice is coming. I think that this justice card has a lot to do with people in your past adding to these narratives, adding to these stories that weren't serving you, okay? So maybe it was, you know, the people in your life, the people who were supposed to protect you, the people who were supposed to uplift you and encourage you. Maybe they didn't. Maybe in a lot of ways they tried to sabotage you or project their insecurities on you. And for a long time it worked. Whereas now you're like, you know what? Again, no, I'm taking control. Who am I? Who do I want to be? Possibilities. There's so many possibilities for you. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And I think that in a lot of ways, you're going to be proving yourself. I don't know why I'm hearing that. It's not that you need to prove yourself. You don't have to prove yourself. But for some reason, I'm just hearing like, I think it's the people who expected, and I hate saying this, I really don't like even this kind of energy, but it is important to speak on, so I'm going to speak on it. But I do even feel like the people who didn't expect you to take flight or to make waves or to come out on top, it's like you're going to be proving them wrong. You're going to be shining your light so hard. You already are. Forgive. This is important, especially after that message I just shared. We don't want to hold resentment. It's really hard to, especially, you know, people who have done us wrong, who have hurt us, who have wronged us, manipulated us, who has isolated us so far from ourselves, our paths, our friends, our family. Like it's really hard. But one of the things that I think that Spirit is asking, when you're ready, if there's any resentment that we hold, to try to let that go, because it doesn't do anything but harm you in the long run. So that is a big thing here, is holding no resentment. Focus on you. Focus on you. Send love to everyone. But most importantly, you don't have to put yourself around people who don't deserve your magic. You never needed those wings to fly. I get the feeling that a lot of you, for a very long time, there were people around you who made you feel like you needed them. Or the reason why you're at, like, you wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for them. I made you. You're the reason why, or I'm the reason why anything good has happened in your life. Those are lies. And that couldn't be further from the truth. And I think that you're realizing that. And I wonder, do you remember how in the beginning of this reading, there was almost like this epiphany or like an aha moment? And I think that encompasses so many different things. But one of the things that I think that epiphany or that aha moment leads to or has a connection to is realizing that you didn't need anybody else. You didn't need somebody to fix you. You didn't need somebody to make you worthy. You know what I mean? Like you didn't need them at all. You're the reason why you're standing here today. You know what I mean? Like you're realizing that the power was always within you, my friend. The answers, the power, the magic, it's always within you, and it will never not be within you. Surround yourself with love. Yeah. A part of this new beginning, new chapter, if you will, for you is aligning with your soul family. I have chills all over my body right now. I don't even know if it's going to show up, but yeah, aligning with your soul family. For some of you, I'm hearing too, aligning with your soulmate. I'm really careful about using the term I'm about to use because I do believe in the community that I'm in, it can be overused. but twin flames. That's a very rare thing, but I do believe that some of you are kind of in the space of unifying with your person. And I think that's really exciting. You deserve sugar, not salt. You deserve sugar, not salt. You always have deserved sugar, not salt. Oh my gosh, I love this. Spirit, what else do we need to know for this collective? What else do we need to know for this collective, Spirit? Your messages. Money. Find a way towards abundance. Yes. See, the funny thing I think that you're realizing is that when you go by, like, when you listen to your heart and when you allow your heart to be your guide, your compass, when you stand in your courage and you stand in your power and you express yourself and you are as authentic as you can possibly be, the money will always follow you. When you are doing things and you are listening to the guidance that Spirit is giving you, because Spirit is always guiding you, when you're listening to your intuition, even when it feels scary, even when it feels like, oh, I could get embarrassed doing this. When you listen though, that's when the abundance finds you. And a lot of you, I think that you're realizing that it's time for you to do a thing, to do something that you have been putting off for a really long time. And you always knew, whether it felt illogical or not, you just knew that this was something that was going to lead you into bliss, that lead you into abundance. And it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else, okay? I think that a lot of you are starting to follow that. And actually, again, instead of just daydreaming about it, you're making it happen. You're materializing it. And feel free in the comments. It can really help to, if you feel comfortable, to just own what you're building, to own what you're manifesting, to own what you're carving out, declare it. You know what I mean? Allow other people to see it, to put their energy to it as well. I think that can be really helpful. Yeah, enlightenment. Messenger of creativity and hope, Archangel Gabriel. If you have a connection with Archangel Gabriel, if that's an archangel that you're working with, this could be also some really strong confirmation for you. There's so much that you're doing and so much that you're building. And I just feel like the path that you are carving out right now is in total alignment. And you just need to know that. And I truly believe that one of the reasons why you were led to this reading or drawn to this reading is just to know that, yeah, what you're doing, this determination you have, this intention that you're holding for yourself, it's working. Keep listening to it. Okay? Always, when you are given the next step for yourself to take it. Despite the doubt, despite the fear, take it anyway. And you know that cliche that people say, they say dance like no one's watching. I want to say live like no one's watching. Exist like no one's watching. Because why do I feel like you have this weird feeling of like scared to be perceived, feeling uncomfortable to be perceived, almost like this embarrassment? Like maybe you're doing something or you're being silly and nobody's watching you, but then all of a sudden you shrink because somewhere someone told you that you need to tone yourself down because you're too much. Or what are people going to think of you? That's not your story anymore. Be yourself, be weird, have fun, live like no one is watching you. But also just know you're safe to be perceived. You are safe to be perceived. Take time to relax, indulge a little more or a little less, set boundaries with your work. Freedom. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. Absolutely. Absolutely. Spirit, what else? Abundance. Yeah. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. And back of the deck, celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success and enjoy your achievements. I loved this reading so much. This made my day. Thank you so much for allowing me to tune in and to read for you. Please let me know in the comments below if this resonated, if anything stood out to you. I'd love to read it. And if you like what you saw, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel and stick around. I can't wait to show up more and to share more with you all. Liking this video, commenting, sharing, it helps me out so much and it is so appreciated. And then if you want to work with me one-on-one, definitely check out the links that I have in my description. I also do have a free energy protection meditation that you can get. It is, again, completely free. It also allows you to sign up to my email list. I like to send weekly energy updates, things of that nature, and also anybody on my email list has first access to when I have new spots available for personal readings. So definitely check that out. And again, my name is Sydney Elena, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your morning, evening, day, night, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you when I see you. Bye, friends.